All right, Beer Night followers. This is our music segment of episode 10, 1 year anniversary. That's right. Hold up that diamond.
Wait.
Diamond.
Wait. Steve.
Bang! Yeah, DDP right there. Fuck yeah. We're currently drinking our Golden Drake from episode 1.
Episode 1.
Very first beer review.
Season 1,
Season
episode 1.
Are we calling it seasons? Is that what we said?
I don't know.
1 year ago, you had this to your lips.
Yes, we had this to our lips.
Hold it to your lips again.
Guys. Cheers. We're talking music, and our top 5 is actually instrumental. We're doing top 5 instrumental.
So
what is your top 5?
see, you're organized because I see
He's
numbers on your shit. Like I see numbers. Like I didn't do. Like I gotta go through mine and be like, wait. Oh, this one. That's right.
My
my honorable mentions are like, oh yeah.
Mine's in my phone. In my playlist on my phone.
But you're smart because you might be going through your list and be like, you know what? I put this as number 5, but I think it's number 1 now. You might have listened to it the other day and be like, man, this is way better than I thought.
Let me switch it up.
We'll see.
What is your top 5, S?
All right, this is my top 5.
But number 5 first.
Instrumentals.
Instrumentals.
I wanted
vocals.
I wanted everyone to know this is. You just said it. It's not in any particular order. This is just what I have on my phone.
Okay.
Because there's certain days or certain months that when I hear these songs, they bring back different emotions and they bring back different feelings and environments of where I heard these songs. Mm-hmm. And it's just the mood I'm in is when these might be my top 5.
Okay.
But these are my favorite that I have on repeat that I will listen to on a monthly basis.
All right.
Number 1, I'll go with Situ, Dark Ages from his album Invent the Universe. So you should probably start from the 5th one down. I'm just saying.
Well, this is in no particular order.
Okay. No particular order. Okay, no particular order for Hess.
For him.
Only for him.
So
okay.
This guy's music, he writes all his own music, but he also has musicians come and play for him.
So say it again, who it is?
Situ Situhaye.
Situ.
Okay. Never heard.
His music is very progressive and it almost has an anime feeling to it. Yeah. It's very just
interesting,
upbeat, loud guitars, heavy guitars, just happy feelings, really poppy bass. You know, it's uplifting.
Okay.
And he has a few songs that are more, deep and dark, but most of it's just uplifting. Like, I'm going out to have a good day. I'm going on an adventure. I'm going to have a good day. And it's very uplifting. Number 2, I'm going with Steven Wilson, Home Invasion.
Ooh, Steven Wilson.
Home Invasion, Regret number 9.
Yeah,
I like it.
This song is funky. This is Pink Floyd and The Doors mixed in one.
Steven Wilson, there you go. Right? In a nutshell. Yeah. There you go.
It's just a great song. It's 7 minutes and 20 seconds long. And it has about, I'd say, 45 seconds to a minute of some kind of vocals. But these vocals aren't vocals. These are just there to add another key to the instrument. Sometimes when I listen to metal or listen to progressive, the vocals are just another instrument.
So it's kind of cheating a little bit. A little cheating.
Because
the vocals are another instrument.
It's true,
yeah.
Right? They are.
But I had to throw it in there because I like this fucking song. It's a good song. That's good. So if you like Pink Floyd, if you like The Doors, if you like shit you heard from the 70s, 80s.
No. Terrible.
Number 3, I'm going just with a melodic death metal. I'm going In Flames, Man-Made God.
That's good. Good shit. Good shit.
They have very good instruments.
Man-Made God is great. Good. Wayfarer, though.
I wanted to put acoustic melody in
acoustic medley. Not melody.
December Flower.
Yes. So but Wayfarer is a great one too. But Man-Made God's awesome.
It's off my favorite album, Clayman. Yeah. It's my favorite album. So I had to put it on there. Colony, right? Colony, my bad.
Colony's my favorite album too, so I'm right there with you. Great album.
There you go.
So, it's just In Flames has such good acoustic medleys in most of their songs. I had to go with it. I'm a melodic death metal fan, and that was one of my top
Flames.
Me too.
Right up there, baby.
But I also want to do December Flower, Jester's Race, both amazing songs.
Good shit.
But I went with Man-Made God because I just feel it more. I love how it is.
It's heavy. It's fucking.
It's heavy. It has its acoustic
very
melodies.
guitar driven too, and acoustics. Yeah, good song. Good song. Love it.
Number 4, I'm going Pliny. Plini, Electric Sunrise. This guy has the softest fingers ever on a guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he sweeps and plays, it's like he's trying to not break the finest china. That's the only description I can go.
It's a good description, though. It's good.
He's trying to keep an ancient artifact in place because he just is so soft. Check him out. He has, I think, 4 albums. This is off his album Handmade Cities, Electric Sunrise. It's an amazing song.
All right.
Number 5, I'm going Buckethead Soothsayer.
Buckethead. Interesting. Okay.
Buckethead has the widest arrangement of artists, of albums, and playlists in the world.
What'd you do, Chris?
Is that dog?
What'd you do?
They like Buckethead over there.
They love Buckethead over there.
They like them some Buckethead. They like some chicken wings and some KFC.
So Buckethead he's a character.
He's a freaking crazy character. Yeah.
So he
Why
has
does he have a bucket on his head? I have no idea.
He has
because his name is Buckethead.
He has a few full-length albums.
He does.
But he also has this series called Pikes. And at this point, because I haven't listened to him for a while, but at this point, I believe it is his 400th Pike. And these Pikes are 30-minute long albums of 3 to 4 songs. They're called Pikes. This man throws out music like no other.
That's pretty crazy.
But Soothsayer is one of his originals.
Yeah.
And this, I think, came out late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
It is just a very emotional song. And it is amazing. He is a master of the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with him. Yeah, I agree with him.
And he's a weird character. He opened for System of a Down back in the day in a fucking KFC chicken hat.
I mean, he was the guitar player for Guns N' Roses at one point for a couple of years.
He is.
That was all about, but all right.
And he's way better than them.
True. Very true.
But he does solo projects now.
Yeah.
All this stuff is called Pikes.
He's a good guitar player.
He also brings in people to do drums for him and stuff too. But he does all his own music, and it is amazing. You know, he has the thing with Buckethead is you'll find an album and there'll be a really cool song on the album or Pike, and the rest are just chicken scratch.
Yeah,
it's just him going, just going nuts on guitar. But fuck it. There's one good ass song on there. Yeah. And the rest, hey, if you like the guitar, that's some cool ass shit on guitar.
Right on.
Honorable mentions. I'm going with a very recent song, and it's Liquid Tension. It's The Passage of Time.
So, John Petrucci?
Yes.
Yeah. Mike Portnoy.
Mike Portnoy.
John.
John.
No.
The keyboardist.
Jonathan Rudess.
Yeah, there you go.
No. Is his name?
Is it John? Is it first name John? No, it's not. Is it?
It's Jordan Rudess.
Jordan Rudess.
So
Jordan Rudess.
It's like Dream Theater.
The song they released, it's amazing. They have a video out. It's all 4 of them playing together. It's just
I can't go wrong with that.
It's as master as it gets to their composition of music. Another honorable mention: 7 Horns, 7 Eyes, Regeneration. It is just a death metal ass song of instrumentals. And then I want to go some Degent, some progressive. Harrison Jafford by Honda Shores. Check them out. Very good music. That's my top 5 honorable mentions.
All right.
This is tough for me. And like as I started to comb through, I started to comb through. Like I ranking the top 5 and then leaving some out for honorable mentions became really tough. But so I'm gonna try it, and we're gonna see how it goes. So I'm gonna go number 5. So I'm gonna go. This is gonna be off board here. This is gonna be neither one of you are gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about here. So I'm gonna go with the Paul Butterfield Blues Band.
I love it. I love it.
The song is called Work Song. It's called Work Song. Work, W-R-K, song. Okay. So this is from 1966. So here's what I love about this. It's blues jazz fusion. Yeah. And it's disgusting. Like if you actually listen to it, it's so good. Yeah. But what I love about this band and what they were doing, it's pre-Hendrix, right? So it's before guitar was made really aggressive and like angry, right?
Yeah.
Because Hendrix really paved the way for that.
He made it very angry.
And just to a certain extent, Jimmy Page did too. But they were in 68, 69. Yeah. This is 66.
Wow.
And when you hear what these guys were doing, what the guitar player was doing, it's just really kind of angry, frenetic guitar.
Yeah.
But it's not just about guitar. What the rest of the band is doing too, it's super jazzy and bluesy. It's quintessential jazz blues fusion. And when you listen to the 8 minutes of this, it's instrumental, and it's just them jamming on an album. And because back then you could do that on an album, right? Yeah. And they could just jam, and it's crazy what this band is doing. It's such a fun listen. If you like blues, you like jazz, to hear the true fusion, to hear what they're doing is really cool, because they're a blues band. I mean, they're called the Paul Butterfield Blues Band, right? Yeah. And it's a lot of harmonica, a lot of blues guitar and stuff like that. But then when they do the jazz fusion, they go off on these crazy little tangents. It's really, really interesting musically what they're doing.
So these guys,
and it's so early too. These guys
are before a time. This is like your group that could have paved the way, but they were just a little before it.
So you hear what they're doing in '66, and you know the guitar, especially when I say pre-Hendrix, because I'm referencing the guitar, obviously.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of stuff that is aggressive and kind of in your face, but that wasn't really pioneered until 2 years later.
And to think they were experimenting with this in a recording studio.
Yeah.
Because that's where they had to do it.
Yeah.
They couldn't just go in the garage and put up some mics.
No.
They had to go to a recording studio for this because of the technology they had back then.
Yeah.
And they were doing what they were doing.
Yeah. And not getting the recognition. Like Hendrix comes out and everyone's like, oh my God, what you're doing to the guitar is like the devil's work, right? But these guys were doing it, but in a different way.
Yeah.
And honestly, in a more musical way.
Yeah,
because Hendrix is great, but he's almost more song based. He's more poppy.
Yeah.
Honestly, for the time, more poppy. These guys were doing it in a more orchestration kind of compositional way, and it's really cool to listen to.
Yeah.
All right, what's number?
I want to hear that though.
No, we'll play it when we're done.
Yeah.
So number 4, I'm gonna go Aglock.
Aglock.
The Hawthorne Passage. So Aglock.
Okay.
Aggalloch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Aglock, fantastic progressive metal band.
Right.
So they're like a progressive black metal band.
Yeah.
Black metal?
Yeah. So if we can put that label on it, honestly, the only reason you can put that label on is because of the vocals.
Yeah.
But this is an instrumental song, so there's no vocals. Mm-hmm. So it's based on the instrumental. It's super emotional, and like there's this element of Pink Floyd there.
Okay.
And it's like there's the way it progresses and crescendos, and it turns into this big kind of like big melodic kind of crescendo that's just almost brings a tear to your eye. Yeah. And that alone gets it into my top 5 because it very easily could have been an honorable mention, but because of the feeling, the chills it sends down your spine, it makes it into the top 5.
It brought emotions.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's why when I did my top 5, it could change because it matters on the emotion I'm having that day.
Sure,
that's true.
But Aglock is I'm a big fan of Aglock. So they don't make it into this channel much in what we talk about because they're very niche. And what they do is kind of, honestly, it could bore a lot of people. But with this, the way that they craft the structure and the way it builds is really, really well done, especially for a band that, dabbles in black metal. So,
real quick question: where they at? Do you know?
Oregon.
Really? Yep. Black metal out of Oregon? Okay. Same as our Nakasa beer.
You've never listened to Aglock?
No, I have, but I've never researched them.
Aglock is an amazing band. So they're incredible, but they're super progressive, and it's a patient band. So like, it's not gonna reach out and grab you by the throat. It's more of like you listen to it and you're like, what they're doing here is really interesting and really amazing. So,
and what song was it?
The Hawthorne Passage.
Okay. So check that out.
If we had a later night tonight, we could get really deep in
Aglock.
It's really deep. we could go fucking deep. But anyway, so that's number 4. So number 3 is a song called "Marooned" by Pink Floyd.
Oh,
so,
shit.
this is modern day. This is modern day Pink Floyd. This is their. Well, they actually released an album after this, but the album they released after this in the recent 2000s was actually B-side takes from this album they did. It's called The Division Bell. So The Division Bell is honestly one of Pink Floyd's best albums, and they did it without Roger Waters.
I enjoy them.
It's a great fucking album.
Really?
Marooned is quite possibly one of the best musical pieces they've ever done.
Okay.
And it's incredible. So Pink Floyd can operate a lot of spaces on this list. The problem is they have a lot of singing in their instrumental pieces because their instrumental pieces tend to be really long. Yes.
And
then they'll have a bunch of singing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not no longer instrumental. So this is purely instrumental and it's incredible. Yeah. A steel slide guitar is what drives the melody of the song. And it's incredible. David Gilmour, we bow to you. He does an amazing job of the steel guitar on the song. It's a lap steel slide guitar, and he just fucking destroys it, kills it. Just pure feel, pure emotion.
I mean, in our top 5 ending tracks, we had Pink Floyd, fucking Pink Floyd. I mean, you can't go wrong with fucking Pink Floyd.
No.
Any aspect of music, period. Pink Floyd is pretty much
they're
master at fucking literally
musicians.
every fucking thing.
They're excellent musicians,
Excellent.
and that gets lost because a lot of people want to talk about drugs. When people talk about Pink Floyd, they always want to talk about drugs. It's like, you gotta listen to Pink Floyd and drugs, but musically, the way that they structure and the way that they actually craft melodies and everything is incredibly sound. Whether you're high or not,
you don't need to be high to appreciate music.
No. Number 2 is a song I've actually mentioned before.
Oh no!
When I went with my Van Halen top 5 when Eddie died, it's called "Respect the Wind." This was wasn't my number 1.
Is it that?
Was my number 1
from Twister?
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Twister. I actually listened to that. It's fucking
absolutely incredible.
Bad fucking
incredible fucking instrumental. Incredible. It is amazing. Mm-hmm. I've heard it. I've listened to it because I love it. I've listened to it 1,000 times. It does not matter every time. It's still amazing. Every time I listen to it, I'm like, my God, what an amazing piece of music. I wish I could. I'm a guitar player. Yeah. I wish I could have written something like that as a guitar player.
It's your number uno.
Numero uno. So I'm going to give an honorable mention to Metallica's "To Live Is to Die." Okay, so that's my first honorable mention. Right, so incredible instrumental. There's some spoken word in there.
It's an honorable mention.
There's some spoken word in there, which kind of disqualifies it a little bit.
As long as
it's still it's for all intents and purposes it's an instrumental, right? And it's got it's what I love about that song is that it really fits in with the album of just being so angry.
I agree. Yeah.
But having this beautiful middle section and all the lead guitar stuff that's done there, it's great. So, but that's my honorable mention, my first honorable mention. But really, the number 1 is Orion.
I mean,
because it's just the way it's structured and the way it flows. It's just so easy. Mm-hmm. Like there's just this easy flow to it. It feels like an actual song, but there's just no lyrics.
No.
And it just flows like an actual song, but there's no lyrics.
You don't need lyrics.
No. And the music carries it. Like the melody carries it.
Yes.
And like
that's what
the guitars.
That melody in that song is
just there's this underlying.
So nice.
Yeah,
it's almost like a perfect instrumental almost.
Almost. Every instrument has its own vocals.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
When someone sings, when someone carries on notes, when someone puts lyrics in, it's still an instrument. Yeah. It's resonating out of their vocal cords.
That's true too.
But what I love about that song is the way that it's written, the way that it flows. So the reason why I brought up "To Live Is to Die" is because Cliff Burton obviously had a big part of writing Orion, right? So, and it shows, right, with his influence there. To Live Is to Die is post his death.
Yes.
And it kind of represents the more angry side of Metallica, the more kind of grieving side. So
no bass, no Jason Newsted.
Well, I'm not even just talking about. I'm talking about the way that the way the song kind of hits you.
Yeah.
Just from an impact standpoint, not the production. Just the way that the feel that it gives you. It's darker. And more angry and depressed.
I never thought about it that way.
It absolutely is. If you listen to it, it's super kind of just angry and depressed sounding, and it works for the song. I love To Live Is to Die. It's great, but is it going to surpass Orion? No. Orion is a little bit more dynamic with its melody and with what's going on in the song, especially the middle section. The middle section is ridiculous. But the middle section to Live Is to Die is incredible as well.
Yeah.
But Orion is just next level.
Top notch. Yeah.
It's next level. And the harmony guitar lines and everything, it's just so amazingly well written. And the way that it brings it back and the way that it fades out the song, it flows so well. It's so well written to where I feel like it's one of those songs where they were like, we could put lyrics to this song, but let's not. Let's not. It's just great.
It's great. It's great shit.
It's great.
Great shit.
And it just works so well. I could listen to that end over end over end.
Even
over end.
what was the 3D movie that they did?
Through the Never.
Through the Never. The album version of that when they did it live with no crowd.
Yeah,
it was
great.
Fucking phenomenal.
It's great.
Like, the acoustics on that fucking great. It's great. It's amazing.
It's great.
I'd rather listen to that version than the Master of Puppets version.
They're both great. They're both great.
Oh, yeah.
They're both great. So this is easily my number one. But
give me some honorable
mentions. I got a lot.
Like,
so, like I said, this is my jam.
So like, I gotta go.
This is, so I'm gonna. There's some honorable mentions. No, in no particular order here. I'm just going in the order of my list. So, Goblin by Opeth from the. Can't remember the name of the album, but anyway, it's awesome. It's Laguna Sunrise, Black Sabbath. Yeah. So great acoustic instrumental and Laguna Sunrise.
Okay. Yeah.
Black Sabbath has had a lot of great acoustic instrumentals. This is probably their best. Ditto for Bon Yar from Led Zeppelin. Same kind of deal. An amazing acoustic instrumental. The Sparrow, Mastodon. So this is where I'm cheating here.
But that has vocals in it.
But the vocals, like you were talking about, are an instrument. It's not about what they're saying.
I agree with the
Sparrow. It's an incredible fucking song. Incredible. And the vocals are there to provide atmosphere. They're not there to sing a bunch of lyrics.
It's a tone.
Yes.
What gets me with that song is the solo section. Not the fucking solo. The riff under the fucking solo is just fucking ridiculous. I can't listen to the solo. Like, I'm not listening to the solo. The riff under the fucking solo is fucking better almost than the solo. If that makes fucking sense to you guys. It's such a good riff.
It's great.
Great shit.
And the vocals in that song act as an instrument. So it fits as an instrumental. There's one line in that song. Pursue happiness with diligence. And the rest of it is, but it's an instrument.
It is.
It's just an instrument.
Exactly.
So it fits in the instrumental. Calibi Yao, I don't know. Calibi, it's a Tesseract song. And it's, you know what? It's disgusting because it's a gent beat with a saxophone solo.
Oh, yeah.
It's a gent beat with a saxophone solo.
Have you heard of Rivers
Excuse me. Hello.
Saxophone? Have you heard of Rivers of Nile?
Yes.
Have you heard their songs with the saxophone?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No. I don't think so.
But you've heard of Rivers of Nile?
Yes.
I'll have to show you the saxophone songs.
I'll have to show you this too. Because it's disgusting. It's so good. It is so fucking good.
I love when metal throws in brass instruments.
Yes. Dude, no, this is disgusting. Like when you hear this, it's so good. Right. Wayfarer by In Flames. We were talking about In Flames instrumentals. Wayfarer is incredible. Dawn by Gojira. Incredible.
Good shit from The Link, right?
Yeah, The Link. I already mentioned To Live Is to Die. Yeah. And that's it. That's all I got. So.
Okay, well now you got to do my top 5.
All right, Steve.
My top 5.
Did you finish your...
I'm still drinking my golden drink.
I finished this because it was amazing.
Good shit.
Oh my God.
Did I tell you that beer was good?
Beer is fucking fantastic. I'm not too much into instrumentals, to be honest with
Really?
you. Not too much. No.
I thought you were.
No. Like, so, but I kind of picked out the classics almost and kind of like my favorite bands.
Well, let's see 'em, man.
So my number 5 is Overture from Dream Theater from 6 Degrees
of Inner Turbulence.
There you go. That is an amazing fucking instrumental because if you watch Score.
Score is incredible.
Incredible.
It's incredible.
And they did that entire section album in its entirety. Yeah. The way the fucking orchestra did that shit was fucking amazing. And that makes it the top 5.
But it's also the orchestra, it's not the band.
But the band could do that. Could do it live. I still think that's an awesome instrumental.
Okay.
Into leading into that album.
Of course.
The album's amazing.
When Dream Theater does these live performances with the orchestra, the orchestra plays off of Dream Theater.
They do.
Think of that.
Absolutely.
But during the score, they don't. During the score, it's the entire...
So here's the thing with Dream Theater, too. Dream Theater has plenty of instrumentals, but the best instrumentals for Dream Theater are in the songs that aren't instrumentals. Let's just clarify that. Dream Theater would have made it on my list if their songs that they were in were extra instrumentals didn't have to sing.
I had a hard time not picking Dream Theater.
I was going to put Dance of Eternity, but...
Dance of Eternity doesn't make it into my top 5, but there's stuff like we've talked about songs before, like Learning to Live, Scarred, Octavarium, where if they didn't have singing in them, it would qualify as the best instrumental, but they have singing in them.
Because that's what they want to do.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's adding another instrument.
Yeah, absolutely.
My number 4 is Death.
Voice of the Soul. Voice of the Soul. I knew he was doing this. I knew it. I knew it was coming.
It's such a fucking amazing.
It's cool.
Guitar. Like,
it's cool.
Like,
I like it.
Like, I could air guitar that shit days long, dude. It fucking just. It's very, very like haunting.
Sure.
In its way. I think I remember playing this song with you when we went to Palma.
Yeah.
And Palma is in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's a casino.
Tangent.
And it's fucking, we're in the forest area going to Palma. And I remember Chris telling me, like, dude, this song fucking scares me.
Stop it. I did
the
not
trees
say that.
area. Around that area. Like,
that's revisionist history.
It's haunting.
That's revisionist history.
Whatever. But that's such a fucking good instrumental song.
And that's why when I did my top 5, it matters on what mood you're in.
What mood you're in.
And that song resonated in you as to that feeling. Mm-hmm. And that's what's amazing about instruments.
It's good. Good song. My number 3, I think we just mentioned Scene 7, Dance of Eternity.
Dance of Eternity, yeah. That's your number 3, yeah.
Number 3. Okay. Good. Literally, I can put the other fucking Dream Theater song, Stream of Consciousness. Mm-hmm. I was kind of going back and forth between those two for number 3. Mm-hmm. They're really good instrumentals.
They are.
Dream Theater just fucking knocks the park out of fucking
on Dance of Eternity.
Yeah,
they play together in unison for almost 2 minutes. And so imagine doing that note to note. It's amazing.
Dance of Eternity, from a technical standpoint, is impressive. The
reason why I picked that song,
Stream of Consciousness is a little bit more straightforward, but Dance of Eternity is, and Stream of Consciousness is also twice the length. But Dance of Eternity accomplishes a lot more in a shorter period of time.
Because that song is still in my top 5.
No, it should be in there.
The only thing that holds Dance of Eternity out for me is that it just doesn't quite connect with me emotionally as much, because it's more of a technical. That's still great. Don't get me wrong. I'm never gonna hate on Dream Theater for doing what they can do.
Yeah.
Dance of Eternity is a great example of what that band could do.
Exactly.
It just doesn't quite make it into
No.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's what's good about instrumentals.
Yeah.
It's what it makes you feel at that moment.
But Dance of Eternity is a great example of what a band can do from a technical standpoint.
Very good song.
Yeah.
My number 2, we talked about this. This was your number 1. Orion, Metallica, right?
I love how you guys
good minds always think alike, right?
Same quarterback, same music.
right. Fucking Metallica, Orion. I think we've said enough about that song.
It's an incredible song.
Great shit right there. My number 1 is the OG. It's probably not the first instrumental, but like one of the OG best instrumentals from Rush, YYZ.
Okay.
You hear that ding, 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 ding.
It's badass. It's badass. It's badass.
Fucking just.
And you can hear Dream Theater ripping off of that shit all the time.
Exactly. That's why
it's pretty badass.
That's why they're number one.
It's badass.
That fucking song is just fucking crazy. OG song.
Rush is one of the original progressive metal bands in the world.
They are the original.
Besides
people base their music
but yet,
on that.
Yes, it was before Rush, right?
Yes, was.
Who?
Yes. You've heard yes, right? So yes,
but still,
yes
Rush
is incredible.
Perfected it.
But Rush is also went to more of the hard rock direction, which is more what you're looking at. So
it's one more.
Yes.
But still, YYZ is such a great instrumental song. It kind of paves the way for what progressive metal is now, almost with the structure that it is right now. YYZ, fucking phenomenal. My number one instrumental song.
Interesting number one.
I like it. I'm gonna go on. I gotta go.
Honorable mentions. I already know which. I know one of them. Let's see if I know which one it is.
See, Moby Dick, Led Zeppelin. Wait,
John Bonham, Moby Dick. So the live version.
Live version has to be live version from
the song remains the same.
Yes, has to be that one. Good drum.
So John Bonham is God. Let's just get that out of the way. That's out of the way.
Yeah.
So he's God.
Mm-hmm.
That being out of the way, a drum solo as the best instrument.
I don't, because it still has guitar and bass in it during the beginning
barely.
and end. But that's why
it's a drum solo.
Why
to me,
it's
not an instrumental song. It's a drum solo.
Drum solo. Okay. What about Anesthesia Pulling Teeth? Bass solo.
Take one. So it's a bass solo. It's not
but it has drums with it too at the end.
It's a bass solo. It's a bass solo.
Okay. It's still a good instrumental.
That's fucking fantastic. But it's a bass solo. This is my opinion.
I mean,
take Metallica, what you will.
Metallica, Suicide Redemption.
I love Suicide Redemption. It almost made it. It almost made it into my honorable mentions.
I know somewhat.
To me,
somewhat how to play drums to that. Somewhat. Right? Lars, thank you for being easily on drums.
Well, at least on that album. Not even on that album, on that song, because the rest of that album you can't play, by the way. You have no chance of playing the rest of that album. That song, maybe. The rest of that album, you're fucked.
Call to Cthulhu?
Call of Cthulhu's great. Call of Cthulhu's great. The only reason I'm taking Orion and To Live Is To Die over it is because Call of Cthulhu is just a little bit more repetitive. Yeah. It's still fantastic.
What about Rat Salad?
Okay, so drum solo.
It leads into
Berries of Roots.
Yes.
But it's a drum solo again.
No. It has guitars at the beginning.
Okay, so it's Moby Dick.
Probably about a minute and a half. Or it's 2 minutes and a half long, but a minute has guitars in it.
Yeah,
and it does a drum solo.
So does Moby Dick. It's the same structure as Moby Dick, but it's a drum solo.
Okay.
This is me. You can all mention it all you want.
Okay.
This is how you feel when you hear the music.
Ashes of the Wake, Lamb of God. He likes that.
I love that song.
He likes that. It's good instrumental.
That's the
watch this Dave or Slash, and Dave Grohl was really good on Slash's debut album.
Can I ask you a question? How fucking long is your honorable mention?
I got one more. One more. I know you're gonna like this one.
Going on, bro.
I know you're gonna like this one.
Where did you lose
Linkin Park, Cure for an Itch.
You're right. I do like that one.
You
actually.
do. Yeah, I
do like it. I actually do like it.
Is that a hybrid theory?
Yes, hybrid theory.
That motherfucker is fucking talented as fuck.
For that moment.
Well,
you know what?
He's so talented. He's probably the talented.
He's got good sensibilities.
Yes.
But
that song on that album.
But can I just pause for a second here? And I like it.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. I do. I love Cure for the Itch off that album. I actually love that album.
Yeah.
It's a great album. Linkin Park never came close to duplicating that.
No.
But can I just pause for a second and say, we're talking about instrumentals, and he's not actually playing an instrument. So
Yes.
no, he's messing with records that
but
have
still
instrument
pushing-
playing
pushing-
on them.
He's still pushing fucking buttons.
He's
and
pushing
shit.
buttons that's not playing an
But
instrument.
it's still.
No, he's manipulating
Yeah.
records that have instrument playing on them. He's not actually
But
playing
it's
the
still
piano.
really good. It's still
I
really
like
good.
it.
Yeah.
I agree. I
Okay.
do. I think he's great. Like, I actually think you're right. I think he
He's
has
the
talent.
talent of the band.
I do think he has talent.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's more. Let me put it to you this way:
Mhm.
he's way more talented than a guitar player. Who's a fucking hack, by the way.
Oh my god.
Hack. He's way more talented than him.
Okay.
Is he more talented than Chester?
He's a really.
You know what?
Be honest with you,
He's the
really-
second most talented person in the band. I'll give Chester some credit because he's a good singer. I will say Joseph Hahn is the second most talented person in that band.
Okay.
But he's still not actually playing an instrument.
Okay.
Because, look, I have respect for
Alright.
DJs. I have respect for what
Yeah.
they do. But mixing and pushing buttons is not the same as actually playing the piano. Like we
Yeah.
have, like that song has
Yeah.
piano licks in it.
Yeah.
He's not actually playing it.
That
He's pressing buttons. There's a
But-
difference.
Yeah.
There is a difference. It's not meaning to hate on him. I still think he's incredibly talented and he has really good sensibilities for what the song needs.
Yeah.
But he's not actually playing the instrument.
Right.
He's not playing the drums.
That's why he's in on.
He's mixing a drum track in.
It's kind of like my last.
He's not playing it.
But still,
He's
that's
not.
good.
He's mixing a piano track.
on
And he's
that
not
on
playing
that
it.
album. On that album, it's a highlight. Of
That's great.
It's a highlight.
No, no. Don't get me wrong. It's great. I do love it.
Okay.
When that song comes out, I love it. I love it. Suicide Redemption. Good honorable mention there.
Good honorable mention. Suicide Redemption. Good shit. I can actually. Did I tell you I can play drums to that?
Yeah, you did.
You said you can almost.
Almost. But I like the middle section. I kind of fuck up on, but I can play drums to that. Cheers to you. 1 year anniversary.
I can't cheers because I already finished his beer,
finished his beer?
a long time ago.
That's fine. I'll just pop this shit. Woo! 1 year anniversary, motherfucker.
I breathed it in.
Oh shit.
Wait a minute. I'm done with this beer too. I need a refill.